In this video, we will be seeing how to use while loop in Java. So while loop is one of the looping statements, and we use looping statements for repeatedly executing same set of statements again and again till the given condition is true. So in case of looping statements, we will specify condition, and for every cycle we will be checking that condition, and we will be every time executing same block or set of statements again and again till that given condition is true. And when the condition does not satisfy, then the block of statements or the loop is stopped and the execution of remaining program continues. So let's see how we use while loop in Java program. So while loop is a looping statement that executes same set of statement or statements. You can write a single statement or set of statements. It executes same set of statements repeatedly in a loop. For every cycle, condition is checked and the while loop gets executed, or while block gets executed, and the set of statements in while gets executed. And when condition is false or does not satisfy, condition does not satisfy, then the while loop stops execution and the remaining part of program execution starts. So this is what is while loop in Java. So while loop is a looping statement that executes same set of statements repeatedly in a loop, and for every cycle, condition is checked and the set of statements in while gets executed. And when the condition does not satisfy, then the while loop stops execution and the remaining part of program continues with the execution. So now let's see what is the syntax. So syntax for writing a while loop is, first we start with initialization. That is, we initialize the variable which is being used in the loop, then while keyword followed by condition. So while keyword followed by condition, and then the block of statements which will get executed if the condition is true. And after the statements are executed, we will be incrementing or decrementing the counter variable if used. So if we are using any initial variable which we have initialized, and as a counter variable if we are using, that will be incremented or decremented after the statements in the while block are executed. So using of this variable is optional. With or without this initialization and increment part, we can use this while loop. So condition is here the important part. So whatever condition we keep till the condition satisfies, these statements are executed. And when this condition does not satisfy, the statements are not executed. So now let's see it practically in Eclipse IDE. So before that, we will be writing here itself some code. Like, suppose I'm using variable I, int I, and I'm giving initial value as 0 for this I variable. So let's take it as example. So I am using here integer type of I equal to 0 variable and semicolon. So this is variable declaration with initial value 0. This we can call it as initialization, as we are initializing the variable here. Then we start with the while keyword followed by the condition. So I will keep the condition as I less than 5. I can also keep I less than equal to 5 if required. And then I will be opening the while loop block and closing it. Now the statements which I want here, I will be printing system.out.println, and I want to print I value every time. And then I will be either incrementing or decrementing the I value as per requirement. So here, because we are checking if I is less than equal to 5 and starting from 0, I will be incrementing the I value. And then for every cycle, here what happens? Before the while loop begins, initialization happens. That is, initial value, that is 0, will be assigned to I. Then we start the while loop using while keyword. Then we place the condition which will be checked for every cycle. So first the condition is checked if 0 is less than or equal to 5. So as 0 is less than 5, the condition is true and this block gets executed. So what this block is going to do is it will print I value, that is 0, as it is on the output screen. And then it increments the I value by 1. That means 0 plus 1 will happen and I becomes 1 now. And now again the next cycle begins where the condition is being checked if 1 is less than equal to 5. So now as 1 is also less than 5, the block gets executed. So 1 will be printed after 0 and then 1 is incremented by 1. That means I becomes 2 now. And then again 2 is less than or equal to 5 or not is checked. As 2 is less than 5, this block gets executed again. 2 is printed and it is incremented by 1. That means I becomes 3. And then again the condition is checked. So this process continues till I value is less than or equal to 5. That means till I is equal to 5. So I will be printed from 0 to 5, and then it stops execution when I becomes 6, because 6 is not less than or equal to 5. That's why condition is false and the block will not get executed and the remaining part of program will get executed. So let's see it in the Java program, where there is I have created a Java file by name student.java. So in this file there is some program already, so I'm going to remove that code. So now in the main method, I'm going to write this int I equal to 0, the initialization part, then while keyword, then condition I less than equal to 5, and initial value you can also give as 1 instead of 0. And then I'm using system.out.println. So this system.out.println I'm using to print I value. And then I will be incrementing I value by 1 in the same while block. And let's, for our information, I will be keeping another message or a statement to be for execution. That is, I'll keep a thank you message here. So this line is out of the while blocks and this gets executed when the while loop completes its execution. So when I run this, I get the output 0 to 5, and after the while block gets executed, we get a thank you message. So 0 to 5 because condition is 1 less than equal to 5. If I keep here 15, I will be getting 0 till 15. And if you want the initial value to be 1, here you can keep 1 and you can run the program and I'll be getting 1 to 15 and then thank you. So this way we can use while loop which executes the statements again and again based on the condition result. Suppose I give here 16, which makes the condition false, then I will be getting only thank you message and while block will not get executed because the condition in the starting or beginning is already false. So because it is false, it will skip this while block and only executes the statement which is part of main method. So this way we can make use of while loop in a Java program. So thank you for watching the video, and please do subscribe the channel for more updates on Java and other computer programming languages.